that big.
Well, he's still cute.
Welcome back, regular viewers. So this week's video is going to be dedicated to Leonard Cook 9318. Leonard Cook 9318. He wanted to know if you could make jig skirts from junk from the Dollar Tree. So I said challenge accepted, and I went to the Dollar Tree, and I'll show you what I found there. So this mesh tube here, this might be a possibility right here. I actually have some of this at home, but this is $1.25 for 12 yards, which is way more yards than you'll ever need. But we'll maybe try. I found these here on the wall of fake flowers, and they're all $1.25. So not only will they make your house look tacky, but I think these fibers right here are going to do what we need. I was also looking at these flower petals right here. We might be able to use those too. So we're going to get a couple of these things here and see what we can make out of lobster out of tuna fish situation. So Leonard, back from the Dollar Tree, here we are. I hope this fits your bill. So for a few bucks, I ended up with all these lovely flowers to beautify my shop. Looking back at it, I don't exactly know what I was thinking, what I'm going to do with these guys here. So this may have been a waste of $1.25. But these guys right here are going to be the stars of the show. I found this wispy garbage here. I don't know what it's supposed to represent, but this is what we're primarily going to use. I found these flowers too, and they're just beautiful, so I wanted them. No, just kidding. This it had this gold kind of flashy boo on it here, so we're going to incorporate that as well. And what we're going to be making is, a while ago I made jigs with my friend Frank, like a Bayou Bug style jig, and I used this mold that we made right here, and that's what we're going to make today. So I will show you how we're going to do that process right now. I better show you what I'm talking about. I made these jigs up here. Well, I made these ones afterwards. This is the first one I made, and this has been very successful pattern right here. So it's a mini weedless, jig. This has caught so many fish, it's lost most of its feathers off the back end. I probably could just cut it off and retie it, but it still works. The redfish still absolutely go bananas for it. Perhaps I can show you a couple pictures of some that I caught right here.
Yes, sir. Look at that. Whoa. Look at that. Oh, man. That looks like a bull red. Come on out from there, man. Come on.
Young lady, right there. Look at that fish just busted the bait right there.
Oh, man. That looks like a bull red. He's fighting hard.
There's a big redfish for the new year. Nope, we don't need the net. We're going to get the bubble grips here. Okay. All right. Look at that, with the setting sun on that homemade flats bug. This little guy has caught so many of these big fish.
That's what I call a belly bug.
What is the weight?
We got 9 pounds there.
9 pound. Another
Another
9
9-pounder. Beautiful.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
All right. Look at that beautiful redfish. Thank you, sir. And these are some other examples that I made. So this is the style jig that we're going to make today. A weedless chatterbait kind of hair jig style. They're not going to be this big. I'm going to make them smaller, kind of akin to this one right here. They will be weedless, and they'll employ this little tiny chatter blade on it. Boy, this guy is beat up. I don't know if geez Louise, that thing is not even square anymore. Holy smokes. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. So first things first, let me show you how this mold works. We need our hooks. We're going to make 3 of them, because that's how many hooks I have left of the 5/0 straight shank round bend fishing hooks, or whatever this says in, I think, Spanish. I got these at Bass Pro Shop. These were the most inexpensive hook that was heavy duty enough for me. And you're going to see it fits down in here in this mold, but we do have to bend the eye up a little bit for our purposes. We're going to make a weed guard out of it, and we're going to use our wire here. Which one? Gotta find it. Sorry, I'm supposed to be prepared. Okay, we're gonna use 80-pound test. This is the Malin hard wire, and it's 0.018 diameter. That is what we're gonna use to make our weed guards out of. It's heavy enough. The stuff I used before was just a little too stout. It did work. Like I said, I caught plenty of fish on this. I just kind of wanted this weed guard to be a little more forgiving. So I always had to, check it every so many casts and make sure that it wasn't, if it bent forward too far, it'd be too springy. But I did still catch plenty of fish on it, and I hooked myself pretty good one time too. So I guess that's a testament to that it was working. But it was plenty weedless, that's for sure. But that's the one we're going to go with today. So we're going to first bend these hooks up, and I'll show you how to do that right now. All right, so when I'm doing stuff like this that I want to reproduce it a bunch, I try to come up with processes that are super easy to repeat that I'll remember. So this, remembered here, I just put the eye right in my vise, and I just bent it down until the hook touched down the bottom, or down to the face right there. And that was the bend that we were looking for right there. Okay, or you just break the hook off. I haven't had that one happen. Weird. I guess that one was no good. Okay. Disregard my last. Never had that problem before, and then it just happened twice. Weird. Why not? I found other hooks that are not breaking. I went through that whole package and never had one problem, and then on camera twice in a row. Isn't that just regular? I think it's irregular. Okay, got our bend, got our 3 hooks. I should probably find the other ones before I step on them and ruin my day, but where's the fun in that? All right, so I'm not going to demonstrate this a bunch. I can put a link in the description below of how we did this whole process, but I'll just show you briefly right here. So I took a length of this wire, about yay much here. All right, and what we're trying to do is we're going to fold this wire in half, like such as, or so. And unlike some other bait makers, I've already got my lead pot going. So I already thought about that. That's the only thing that I can do better than some other bait makers is remember to turn on my lead pot in a timely manner. Okay, so I put a little bend right on the end because that rhymes and it's fun, right? And that's going to catch our hook right here. If it's on camera, guy, can't do that much better. Okay, hubris. Hubris. Don't have too much pride, guy. Be regular. Okay, and then we're going to bend it down and around like that, making sure that our length is okay. Okay, and that's going to hold that to that eye. And then I have this cheap wire here. I can't remember where we got this, but again, I'm a regular hoarder, I guess, according to the regular editor. So I hold on to stuff like this for projects like this. And you'll see why in just a second. Take the little length of it, just like you're tying a fly, except with wire. And we're just going to wrap this around a few times to hold that wire to our hook shank. And this is going to get locked in with molten lead. That's all we need, just enough to hold it there. Okay. And there's our weedless hook. All right, pretty simple. Easy to do. Anybody can do it. I believe in you. You can do it too.
Keep it simple, silly goose.
Keep it simple, silly goose. From the youngest regular assistant. That's right.
From the mouths of babes.
From the mouths of babes. All right. Cut this excess off of this wire.
Simple, silly goose, and that's it.
Yep, and you might want to wear gloves because sometimes that hurts. Okay, but there is our weedless hook. It's going to set down in here like this, and then we'll get over back when we are pouring our red hot lead. All right? Try to pour this. It's been a while since I used this mode, so. That's it. It's just that easy.
Let's let it cool.
All right, so these are back. We're going to have to trim them up to get the desired shape. Just use our clippers right here, and we're just going to be clipping off the excess. Maybe do a little bit of filing. Again, I'm not going to show you the whole process because I already did a video on that. That's not what this video is about. So I'll be back when these are ready to go. Okay, so there they are, all trimmed up, all different shapes and sizes, of course. This guy looks really ugly. Might have to work on that one a little more. But I think it'll do its job. But we're going to go and paint them. Just to get a base coat on there with some rattle can. And then we can start our final process, finally with the Dollar Tree garbage. Okay, welcome back, regular viewers. Here are our little jig heads, our mini homemade jig heads, all right? These are my flats bug style jig head. So they're all done and painted up. So it's just rattle can paint job. The pink exploded, the can exploded on me. In a just beautiful feat of chaos and pink splendor. It just went everywhere. So anyway, that's why we got the dots all over it. But I was able to get that done. These two are just white short shanked hooks. They're going to be a small jig. And this one here, I apologize, regular viewers, is going to be outside of the rules of engagement for this game here. I am going to make this one a red one for the trip that I am headed on to. I want a small red finesse chatterbait. I get an opportunity to go fish Toledo Bend for three days, so I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to take advantage of it and make one outside the norm. But the rest of these will follow the rules, I promise. In bonus bait footage, I did make up these guys out of old helicopter spinner baits. So that's more how it was supposed to look right here. I just painted it red. I put a little black on the top just for funsies. I put new eyes on it. And rattle can red, the blade. You know, it doesn't last forever like that, but it'll last for a couple fishing trips. Put a new skirt on it, and zap-a-dap-a-doo, you got a bright red helicopter spinnerbait. This is my take on the Grass Piece Flex. I did a short about it, and I've improved my little style since then. The helicopter style spinnerbaits, the short ones, seem to be more set up for the task here. When I look at how that $45 chatterbait style lure works, that's my version of it right there. So again, this was free with the purchase of I bought a dozen of these blades for $11, I want to say. A dozen skirts for around $9. Rattle can, Amazon eyes. So for way less than one of the originals, I can make these guys up all day long. So any hoozles. Let's get over to the fly tying bench and tie this jazz up. Nobody says that. I don't know why I said that. All right, here we are set up at the regular fly tying bench. I'm trying to get a backstop there that's not, showing all the garbage on either side, as I just demonstrated. So I am not a super duper fly tire. It's like everything in lure making, I'm just regular, but with a couple little tools here, anybody can make garbage just as good as this, if not better, and that's all that matters. So what I'm going to use is the stuff I purchased plus other stuff. I think I showed you in one of the videos, or in the video, like I had this stuff on hand here, but I didn't buy it. I already had some on hand. So because even though it's the dollar store, sometimes it's still outside my regular budget. So let me show you what we're going to do with that. I just cut a length of it like so, and I already lost my awl. Look at that. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to deconstruct it just by poking it with the awl there and kind of pulling it apart. And I'm going to try to do it on camera if I were good at my job. Okay, and we can kind of tie that on in a little bit just like that and get all this frizzy-frilly business behind it. Or we could do what I did before, and you can pull on these guys here and pull them out and get a whole pile of frizzy garbage there. So let's just try and start with this little bit right here, get this frizz going on it. This fly, I got to remember, does not have to be long. The hook is short. Okay, frizzy garbage. So let's try a flower petal in there to get some body to love. Terrible joke, sorry. Hello. Okay, just enough to hold it. And I'll cut the other one off over here off camera. Just trust me, I'm cutting it off. How long will this stuff stay silver in the water, especially in brackish water or straight up salt water? Minutes maybe, who knows? Okay, there we go. Silvery garbage, flower petals, right? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking with these. I didn't know I could maybe put one like that on there. Kind of a sparkly appendage, like a shrimp leg. I don't know. Let's look at it and see what we've got here. I'm going to cut two of them off. Sorry, I just don't have a good setup to video fly tying. Okay. Because these aren't going to flow like other things would. They're going to be plastic sticks. Why is that funny, regular guy? I don't know. Why are you laughing? Because maybe if you laugh, it won't be awkward. Okay, so there those are. Can I show you the whole thing? Ta-da! Okay. All right, now we've got our wispy garbage here. This is kind of like a deer hair. I doubt that it'll float though, but can I tear it off? No, I'm gonna have to cut it. Okay, and then we're going to do pink on the top, and that fly will be flown. Pink right here. It's all a uniform length, which is really nice. It kind of makes that easy to work with. I apologize for the camera work on this part here. Sometimes I got a regular assistant helping me film these ones, but not today. Not today, Letty. Maybe get a little more pink on there. Let me cut a little more off for you. And I can see by looking at it, this stuff is clearly just dyed white. So this pink will probably wash off. Because I bet you it's not supposed to get wet. This is the most jig skirtish type material that I could find there. Mr. Leonard Cook, if you found something better that you'd like to suggest, please let me know. Okay, we're going to call that done did. We're going to have to cut it off. Let me tie it off first. This is usually where I cut the string accidentally on the end of the point of the hook. Real fly tires don't do that, but regular ones do. There it was. I was trying. Ooh, I caught it. I was trying. I'm going to have to clean up all this mess right here. And I'm going to finish this with a UV resin to hold all that together. Again, I don't have a good camera angle here, so I'm going to have to get this off here and trim it up and show you what I got afterwards. All right, so here we go with the weed guard. First one down there. Look at that. I think this is springy stuff is good because it'll help it hold rather than just, as anybody that fishes hair jigs or flies know, they just collapse in the water. But that's going to kind of hold it open there. Still not, I don't know, sold on those little silly things there. But let me get this finished up with the UV resin. Okay, so we got blue, chartreuse, and white. A little bit of white feather, silver in there, some blue, and that black middle. They'll hold the body open when it goes through the water. Hopefully it'll kind of stay about like that. And that should be the color profile that we get here. Not too bad. Let me clean it up and UV resin on camera, guy. All right, and I'll show you when we're done. So here these little beauties are all done. We got our pink, our tritone with the black in the middle, blue, chartreuse, and white, and our kind of chartreusey gold color right there. All good colors. But I'm going to do one more thing to these to spruce them up. I'll show you what it is after I get it installed. Okay, here they are. Here's the secret sauce. We turn these into mini chatterbaits right here. Hoping I can get a swim test before this video gets is due to come out here. All right, so we're gonna try this one out. The little coily stuff does hold the bait open in the water, which is what I was hoping it would do. So let me show you it swimming. So here's why we put the weed guard on this. I've never fished this pond before, but if you look out there, there's all kinds of bushes out there in the weeds. All right, stay still, young lady. Okay, I'm gonna see where you're at so I can cast it into those bushes. Hold it right there. Okay.
Right there.
Right there. Here. But I'll tell you what, that is a winning combination right there. So it'll be interesting to see how this material flows through the water. But Leonard Cook 9318, this is the answer to your question. Can you make jigs from the Dollar Tree? Yes you can. This is a shrimpy color right here for the red fishes, the vicious red fishes, which we'll be targeting here in about a month or so. We've got our shad pattern, the blue, chartreuse, and white, with the black there to fill the body out, a little bit of silver inside. And again, our chatter blade on it. You won't believe how well these little guys work right here. And this one, again, I'm sorry, this one was outside of the rules, but it was necessary for where we're headed. I wanted to have a small finesse chatterbait to try out on the bass up there. I might end up trimming this back even a little bit, but this, like I said, will fall down to nothing here. So this little liquid elixir right here, I want to thank, it was either my lovely wife, the regular editor, or the regular assistant who got me this for Christmas. This micro powder metallic shine, and I mixed just a little bit into this UV resin. Oh, that is deadly looking. Look at that. Deadly. I put it here on this spinnerbait blade, and it went from 0 to hero. That'll be interesting, and I'm sure it's going to make really difficult to chip, or more difficult to chip there, because that stuff is pretty hard. So pretty interesting. Okay, we'll see if we can't get a swim test for you, like I said. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave them below. Oh, as always, we'd love to get an email from you right down here. Mr. Cook, Mr. Leonard Cook, 9318. There we go. I want to see you make some, okay? So please send me in a picture to our email address, magically appearing right here. Right here. All right? Want to see what you guys are doing, want to see what you guys are catching. Love to communicate with you if you've got longer questions and you think you can go in the comments. But other than that, thank you for tuning in this week. Thank you for the inspiration. If you guys have something like this, you want to see if I can't make it or can make it or what have you, just leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and you stay regular. Hey, what are you kids doing?